Hey guys, welcome to another video. Jumping right into it, we're going to get the spark plugs changed on my truck. I'm going to show you guys how to do it. First, I'm going to show you the tools that you're going to need to get this job done. Starting off with our 10mm socket, a flathead screwdriver, a magnetic pickup tool. I'll show you guys how that's going to be used. Some extensions that work with your ratchet, a 5/8 socket. That's going to be used to remove our spark plugs. Some white lithium grease to put on your coil with the new spark plugs, and then of course your torque wrench. We're going to torque these things down to spec, and of course your new spark plugs. I went with these Iridium Denso spark plugs. That's what was recommended to me. So let's go ahead and jump into it. Starting over here at the battery, remove your ground terminal. This disconnects the battery from your truck. It's always a good idea when you're working with electrical stuff like we're going to be doing today. I've already started on the passenger side. This is kind of the easier side. First thing you're going to do is remove your air filter and just set it to the side. It's got these clips here that you're going to pop off, and then your hose and whatnot has this 10mm bolt that just unscrews, loosens it up, and you can just set your filter to the side somewhere. This is going to give you access to your spark plugs. There's 3 on this side, 3 on the other side. I have the V6 4.0 liter engine. We already started on the one. I'm going to show you guys me pulling out this one, see how nasty it is, and then we're going to show you removing the other 2 on this side, and then jump over to the driver's side and get those 3 removed as well. So I'm going to show you on this middle one here. Let's grab our flathead screwdriver. You're going to lift up on the tab right here. Sometimes these are stubborn, so you're going to lift up on the tab right here. At the same time, pushing down with your thumb, we are going to pull that out just like that. And now move these cables out of the way. You've got a 10mm bolt right there. We're going to grab our 10mm socket, get that removed, and then this is going to allow us to just pull the coil out. With the coil out of the way, you're going to have access to your spark plug. All right, we got that 10mm bolt out of the way. Go ahead and just slowly lift up on your coil. Make sure you notice that gasket didn't come with it. Make sure this gasket comes with it. There we go, just like that. So there's your coil. But now that we got that out of the way, we can reach down in here with our extension and our 5/8 socket and loosen up our spark plug. And then I'm going to show you with the magnetic pickup tool, you can get down in there and pull the spark plug out with your magnetic pickup tool. It's pretty cool. But moving back over here, we're going to grab our extension with our 5/8 socket, get down in here, loosen the spark plug up all the way. Once we've loosened that up with our 5/8 socket, we're going to reach down in here with our magnetic pickup tool and pick up the spark plug out of here. But yeah, taking a look at that, that is pretty gnarly. Compare that to a brand new one like that. All right, let's go ahead and get this installed with our 5/8 socket and our torque wrench. We're going to torque these bad boys down to 14 foot-pounds. Check your owner's manual. That's what I found online. That's the information that I found out there, that these are torqued down to 14 foot-pounds. So we're going to use our torque wrench, torque these bad boys down to 14 foot-pounds, and get this finished up. All right, with our socket and extension, we are going to carefully drop this bad boy down in there. Grab our torque wrench and start tightening this bad boy down. Just like that, that is torqued down and ready to go. Now we're going to take a little bit of our white lithium grease here and just put a tiny bit on the inside of our coil. We're going to put a little bit in the coil here, smear it around just on the end like that. We're going to go ahead and put our coil back down in here, make sure it seats well, plug it in, bolt it on, and we know that one's done. And continue the process on these other 2. All right, so we got the passenger side done. Now we're going to jump over to the driver's side. And to make this a little bit easier on ourselves, let's go ahead and take off the 2 10mm bolts here, take our cover off, set it to the side, and that's going to help us kind of reach in here and get to these other spark plugs. All right, so taking a look at our driver's side here, we got 1, 2, 3. They're kind of hidden behind all these hoses and tubes and whatnot, but with enough finagling around, you can reach back there and get it pretty well. However, there is this one bracket that we are going to loosen up. So there's one bolt up here, 12mm down here. It's really hard to get it on camera, but right there's our other 12mm. We're going to loosen that one up, take this one off, This is going to allow this bracket to move back and forth as we're trying to maneuver our way in here to get to these other spark plugs. It might be tough to do this with the camera kind of in my way, so I'm going to do my best to get you guys an angle on me removing these spark plugs here. Pretty simple, just like we did on the passenger side. You unplug the coil, get it out of there, use your 5/8 socket and get the spark plug removed. Put your new spark plug in, use some grease on the coil, put the coil back on, and man, we are almost done with this job. It's so easy, so simple. This has been so fun. All right, so we got all of the spark plugs changed on my truck. We're gonna get that bracket reattached towards the end here. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you guys found it helpful, comment down below. I really appreciate it. I had so much fun working on my truck today. Replacing these spark plugs was super easy. Please like this video, subscribe for more. We'll see you in the next one.